Hi, I'm David and welcome to Leisure Bit, and today we're going to be fitting this bike rack onto the tow bar which we previously installed. Don't forget to check out the video on the tow bar if you want to find out more about that one. So let's get cracking. So just before we get started, I wanted to establish that this is a product I've purchased myself. Like everything else on this channel, it isn't a sponsored product in any way. So it's my personal views on a product which I purchased after doing a significant amount of research. Let's get on with it then. So the product I purchased is a bike carrier which mounts on a tow ball. It comes with a 13-pin socket for connecting up to the electrics and the appropriate lighting at the back as well, which is UK legal. It's the UK model I got to make sure it was fully compatible with the UK legislation. It also comes with an adapter, so if you've got 7-pin towing electrics, you can connect the 13-pin to the 7-pin, and then essentially it works with both. I decided to install 13-pin electrics, as you'll have seen if you watch the tow bar installation video, rather than 7-pin, and it plugs directly into that. It mounts on the tow ball and basically secures down when you pull the handle. We'll have a look at it in a few minutes in terms of kind of fitting it on, and removing it's really straightforward as well. And then we'll pop a bike on. It's just really to show you the fairly unique feature on this one, which is you can slide the bike rack away from the van. And if you get it positioned right, to get both doors open, you've got to make sure it's properly straight because there's very little clearance. I think what I'm going to do is, next time I fit it, I'm just going to mark it up where it is to be in the central position, just to save a little bit of time then lining it up, because you don't want to whack your door when you open it. But the specific reason I got this one was that feature, so you can leave your bikes attached to the tow ball and slide it back so that you can open the back doors, and then when you're finished, click it up again. The bike rack also came with a 150cm fasty strap. For reference, I paid, let me check, £404.45 delivered, and that was for the bike rack, the strap, and the 7-pin to 13-pin adapter, which came free as part of that. You can get it a little bit cheaper now, but if you look on Amazon, the price when I checked was £589, so it goes to show you can save quite a lot of money if you shop around. I actually purchased it from the Roof Bar company after researching different prices, and they still seem to have a reasonably good deal, but do shop around, you might get a better deal still. It's marketed as a 2 to 3 bike rack, which is perfect for us, and you can buy an extension kit to make it into a 4 bike rack. The weight limit on it as the 3 bike rack is 45 kilograms, or the model I've got, and it increases with the extension kit. The purpose of this one was to basically carry the bike that we'll have a look at when we go through it. And also I've got the My Rider now, as you'll have probably seen in some of the other videos, so it'll carry those two. But I wanted the option to extend it to the 4 bike one, because in the future, potentially when the law changes, I'd love to get some e-scooters when they become road legal, and then essentially there's enough space to cover 2 bikes and 2 e-scooters, or hopefully anyway, if all goes to plan. You can get various accessories for it, so you can get some additional locking, you can get a little ramp, so if you struggle lifting the bikes up, you can get a ramp to kind of roll them up. Very handy if you've got heavy bikes there. What I do find though, compared to a bike rack which you would fit either on the back doors or if you've got a coach built on the back of the van, sometimes you've got to lift it very high up from there, and the higher you lift it, the more difficult it becomes to lift and secure. With it being on the tow bar, it's not too high up, so you're not lifting too high. You're lifting a reasonable height, of course, but you're not actually lifting kind of right up in the air, so that makes a bit of a difference as well. So I've found it much easier to lift the bikes on and off. And a lot of people, I think, have found, especially on the vans, there's typically a limit of about 30-35 kilograms that you can actually weight the back door with. So if your electric bikes are, say, 18 to 20 kilograms each, a couple of them's going to knock you over the limit, plus you've got to lift that weight up a height. There are other models available with similar features, so check out if you're interested in this type and make absolutely certain it does what you need it to do. Say if it was me, I'd have probably liked a slightly longer tow ball just to give the clearance, so I don't have to make sure it's absolutely centred. Other than that, it's spot on. It's very easy to change the registration number as well. It just clips in. So if, for example, you want to use the bike rack in your car as well as your van, it's very easy to switch the registration number over. So that's a really clever idea as well. And it will fold flat, so you can put it in the boot of your car. It's about 1 metre wide when it's folded flat, so it'll fit in most boots, not all, so again, check the size if that's something you want to do. That was another feature that appealed to me, because I wanted the flexibility to not just use it on the van, but use it on the car, or you know, anything else in the future. When I purchase things, especially things that cost a few pounds, I always try and buy something that can last a while and be reusable and adaptable to different situations. As well as the accessories such as the ramp and the additional locking, there are a number of other things you can get, such as padding. You can also get a hanger for it, so you can hang it up in your garage, for example, when it's not in use. You can obviously just store it in there without hanging it up, but if you want to lift it off the floor, you can get a hanger for it. Just a reminder again, the weight limit of this particular model, but check the one you purchase, is 45 kilograms for when it's got the 3-bike configuration. Let's take a look at it and see whether you think it would be useful. So, to fit it on, we're basically going to fit it on here, and we pull it down like so and lock it in place, nice and solid there. We also need to make sure that this little button here is popped up. Next thing we do is we plug our cable in, which just fits into our electrics like that. So that is connected up now. And I'll just show you something here. If we press that and then pull this down, we can actually slide this back like that. And as you can see, providing we've mounted it straight, we can open the door. You can obviously offset it a little bit as well. So if you want to give a little bit more room, we can just pull it up and move it across a bit, pushing it down just to make sure there's plenty of clearance there. As you can see now, we can open and shut the door. Pull that back up. That locks into place. Use the little green button there just to put it off, and let's pop a bike on now. So next we'll pop the bike on and use the center one here. So let's open that up. To do that, you just pull the little handle here and that comes out. Tuck that up there out the way. You can pop the bike on here. This case I'll use the middle one. In position, just check the straps aren't caught, and then we can pop this strap round here like so, and we can use this just to ratchet it so it's nice and tight, and then that just locks in place. And then we can put the straps on the wheel, and again can ratchet them tight. And finally, and there we go, that's the bike secured on the rack. And if we want to drop it forward now, we press that in, pull the bar here, and we can slide the bike forward so that we can open the door like so. And there's just be enough room, I think, if you had another bike on there. So it allows you to get access to the back doors with it tipped forward, and to put it back, simply just pushes up and then clicks back into place. And again, to release it, green button here, and it comes forward in place. The green button pops up to stop it coming out when you're going along. So that's the bike rack, and as you can see, the other information we've included. I hope you found that useful. Lots of different ways of doing this, but here's how I've chosen to do it. So that's the DL3 bike rack that slides away from the back of the van, and my views on it is, after doing the research on it, it's pretty much done what it says and what I expected it to, which is great. Principle being, you can slide it back and being able to open the van door. Again, one little tweak would be, it would have been handier if there was another couple of centimetres of clearance, so you didn't have to have it absolutely lined up straight. But that's probably the distance your tow bar comes from the back door of the van really to the tip of the tow bar. So that's probably the bit, if I could improve on it, I would probably just let it come out another couple of centimetres, just to make sure you don't have to take too much time making sure it's absolutely bang on centre. But other than that, really pleased with it, and seems really well made. Locks together nicely, got the safety features so you know everything's locked in place, which is really handy, and fairly easy to mount the bikes on and off. So it gets the thumbs up from me. And again, just a reminder, this is something I've purchased. I'm just sharing it with you for in case somebody's interested in something similar. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.